Hi there folks, welcome back to my third video in my beginner series for people coming to play the World of Warcraft. So if you have just stumbled upon this video and you haven't watched the first two, basically the point in these videos are exactly what they say in the tin, is to explain the very basics, get you into the game. There's a lot of people coming back to the game just now because of the experience buff, and it's the build up to Shadowlands. It's a really exciting time to jump in. So in the first two videos we looked at things like picking your server, making your character, heads up display, some movement and things like that. That was very much setting up yourself to play. In this video we're going to be looking at what I would consider the very essence of Warcraft, which is quests and combat. And it's going to be the majority of what you do, especially when you're leveling up to 120, so I hope you enjoy it. Right, let's get started. So we are in the world and we are going to zoom our character out so we can have a look. Now, what you want to do is you want to find one of these yellow exclamation marks. If you've just started and you're in your starting zone, there's definitely going to be one next to you, so have a look at that. So, all quest givers have a yellow exclamation mark above their head just to state to you that they have a quest. So, what is a quest giver? Quest giver is essentially how we progress the narrative of the story throughout the game, and how we go and we find specific things to do which can give us XP, which help us level up to get to 120. So we're going to go and have a talk with this guy just now. So when you get to him, to interact with most things in the world, you want to right click on him. So what this is going to do is it's going to bring up a little window here, and it's going to give you some flavour and some chat. So this quest is essentially a setup quest to the next one. So quite often you'll find that you'll have things like quest chains, where it won't just be every individual person will get you to do one thing. This will be part of a bigger quest chain that will eventually lead to bigger and better rewards, or it will explain part of the story for, say, a zone or something. So once you've read that and you know what to do, you go and just click accept. Now, automatically, you can see off in the distance over here is a yellow exclamation mark. So that is for when you are ready to hand in a quest and complete it. So what this guy asked us to do was go and speak to this guy. So he's just going to have a bit of a follow-up, and then you hit complete quest. It tells us how much experience we're going to get, and that's that. Now it's automatically going to go into this other quest that he had, so if you didn't have another quest, this window will just close and you'll be fine to go about your business. But this is part of one of those quest chains that I told you about earlier on. So have a bit of look at this in a bit more detail. Like I said before, he's got the flavour of what it is that he's talking about. Then he's going to have your objective about what you need to do. So in this case it's slaughter 6 mottled boars. The reward that you're going to get, also any money and experience. So to go ahead with that, you need to click accept. Excellent. Now straight away up here on the mini map you can see this little outlined blue box. Basically that's telling us where it is that we need to go to find these boars. So because this is one of the first quests, it's very easy to see where it is, but if you weren't sure, you would hit your map, which is on M, and then this brings up a bit of a bigger map for you, and then you can see where it is. You've also got the number next to it because you might have up to 25 quests down here that you could click through to see where it is that you need to go. And on your screen as well, to the right hand side, just so you can remember, you'll have your quest tracker here, which will bring all your quests down for you, and it'll tell you what it is you need to do. If you don't want that there, you can just hold shift and then click it and it will disappear. So we know where we need to go and what we need to do, so we're going to get to it just now. So we are currently on our quest to kill our 6 mottled boars we have got here, and here are the boars. Now I'm just going to quickly explain some basic combat before we get into it. So unlike say games like Skyrim that you might have played, or action MMOs, RPGs, is that WoW works on a tab based targeting system. So that means that I can run up and I could press my combat button in front of any other mob as much as I want, and I'm not going to attack them. The only way that I'm going to attack them is if I target them. Now there's an exception to this, which is if there's any AoE spells, but we don't have any of them just now, so we're not going to worry about it. So here we're also going to have a look at tab targeting as well. So that is how Warcraft's combat system operates. So as you can see, there are 4 potential mobs in front of me. If I was to click tab, it's going to cycle through them. I picked up the 5th one. As you can see, it's not picking up that NPC. There's a different way to do that, which isn't particularly very useful. So we're just going to concentrate on the tab one just now. So the tab is going to click through them as they are. Then it's quite handy for if you are fighting. If I was to be fighting all of these boars, for example, if I had aggro on them all, I could click through them, or individually as well. You could just click on whichever one you want. So that's something to be aware of. But yeah, tab target. That's how it works. So let's go back to fighting the boars. I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to go and attack this one. And if I run up to him, I should start auto attacking him. So this is an auto attack that every character in the game has, and without pressing any abilities, my hands are not even on the mouse or keyboard just now, we're going to fight this boar. Now as soon as I've killed him, that's it. It deselects them, there's no target to select anymore, and that's it done. So I could run up to these guys, nothing's going to happen to me just now, because they are passive. In a different video I will look at different kind of aggro and aggression that certain mobs can have. So for example, these ones have got a yellow bar underneath them, which means that unless I attack them, they're not going to attack me. This is going to be the same for most mobs in a starter area, at least for the first few quests. So that's absolutely fine. So as you can see here, we killed that mob there, and up here it says 1 out of 6. That is mottled boars slaughtered. So we need to go and do that 5 more times. Before we do, you can see that this guy here is getting a bit sparkly, so that means that he has loot that we can pick up. So if we were to right click on him, we will pick up the loot that he has. So he has dropped tough jerky, click it, drop sparkling, which means he doesn't have anything else in, and that has went into our bags, which by pressing B you can see that it's in there. So we're just going to quickly go and do the rest of these boars just now. So as I mentioned in a previous video, we have our action bar down here. Now on our action bar we have our abilities that we can keybind to make it a lot easier. So what I'm going to do, as opposed to just auto attacking them, which would work fine at this level, we want to actually use our abilities because it's more exciting, they do more damage, they've normally got cool spell effects as well. So if we click on this guy and run up to him, if we press, well, it's 1 on my keybind, and it's a Tiger Palm, which is the basic attack for the monk. Depending on what class you've picked, it might be something different. If you're a mage, it might be Frostbolt or something like that. But yeah, so we get a cool spell effect and it does more damage. So we'll just do that. And there he is, he's dead. So I don't know if you saw there, but it wouldn't let me repeatedly spam that Tiger Palm button because it works with its own resource, which can be found up here. So for monks, they have 2 resources, which are the energy and the chi. So this spell here, it uses 50 energy, but it generates 2 chi. So it's kind of how their combo are fluid. But we don't have to worry about that just now because that's purely specific to the monk. So it might be completely different for whatever class it is you've chosen. So we're just gonna keep on doing this just now until we, excellent. And then we just need one more. Unfortunately, it's this guy. There we go. So we've completed the quest. Up here in our quest tracker it says that it's currently complete, and it's got the little question mark. So now what we need to do is go back to the guy who gave it to us and hand it in, so I can see that question mark is on my mini-map, or I can pull up the map again to tell me where to go. So we're going to run over here just now. He clicked on complete quest, and then he has automatically given us another quest, which is absolutely fine, but we did get a reward from that as well. So we are going to have a look at the reward we got just now. So if you go into your bag by pressing B, which is where all equipment, anything really that you get unless it's a currency, is going to be kept, you can see here that we have our new boarhide belt which we got, and we will probably want to equip that because it's going to be an upgrade. So on that, if you want to check if something is an upgrade or not, if you were to hold shift over an item, it's going to bring up here oh, I can't do that. It's going to bring up what's currently equipped, and then down the bottom you'll see if you replace this item, the following stat changes will occur. So it's going to be +1 armor, so that's in green. So that is definitely something we want, especially to begin with as well. In the first few levels, it's all going to be about item level, equipping as much gear as you can, and then going forward from that, you don't really have to worry until about you get into, you know, your level 20 or so about specific stats like intellect or stamina or strength, depending on what your class is. Yeah, that is the basics of handing in quests. Now there is a couple of different types of quests that you might get. So that one there, for example, was a go here, kill X amount of mobs and return to me. Some of them, you know, you might get ones like go and speak to a couple of different NPCs. Some of them might actually go and interact with things in the world, so it might be to go and find 5 sacks of grain, for example. Other ones could be based on drop rate, so it's kind of similar to that one that we did there, where we go and we kill the 6 boars, but it might be that you need to get, say, 6 boar hooves or snouts or something. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you would just have to kill 6, because it's video game logic, so not all boars have snouts. What you would need to do is you would need to kill them until you get something that is called the drop. The drop rate might be quite low on them, so you might have to kill 15 boars before you got the 6 snouts. So that's something to be aware of as well. So yeah, basic questing and then basic combat, and then we had a little bit of a look at equipping an item. In the next video, I'm definitely going to look a bit more about going out into the world, doing some quests, and then equipping items to improve your stats. We'll hopefully get a couple more spells, and then we'll look at doing basic combos with the spells just to make sure that there's a bit more fluidity in how we operate. And then building upon that, it'll make the gameplay more smooth and we'll get better. This guy's came for a little, he wants to sit next to me and be my friend, that's okay, we can be friends. Oh, he left. But yeah, so that is going to be the next video. So yeah, that was the video. Thank you very much for coming and watching it. I really hope you're enjoying these. Like I said in every one, I've enjoyed making them. Hopefully there's been some content here that you have enjoyed. And yeah, please just keep on watching them. Keep an eye on some more videos that are going to be coming up. I imagine this series is going to maybe go for another 3 or 4 videos, and then I'm going to look at doing something else. So thank you very much and have fun. See you later.